All right, today, senior staff of the VRA, like I said, are mounting a fierce resistance to government's attempts to sell off some thermal and non-power generating assets of the VRA. They are also demanding that government inaugurate a new governing board immediately.
Ladies and gentlemen, we, the employees of the authority, wish to state emphatically that if the Energy and Finance Ministries, for that matter, the government truly believes in making VRA efficient, profitable, and help it compete favorably in the energy market, they should, as a first step of restructuring VRA, ensure that 1. VRA's thermal and non-power generating assets are not sold out. 2. A governing board should be inaugurated immediately for VRA as prescribed in Section 3 of the VRA Act. I urge those in the Ministry of Energy and Finance to stop micromanaging VRA, and they should allow the governance structures to work. What VRA need at this material moment is the board. The debt in the energy sector are cleared to make VRA's books look good. Independent power producers such as Ameri, Tico, Asogli, Senate should procure their own fuel. That is the only way we can see that they are independent. Ameri and Tico or Taka, they should sell their expensive power direct to distribution companies and other consumers rather than making VRA the off taker. Government should stop compelling VRA to sell power to customers like the Volta Aluminium Company at subsidized rate. Somebody must pay for the power. That's not free lunch. Government pays the bills of MMDAs and other state institutions regularly and on time to enable the distribution companies pay VRA and other power producers in the country. It is important that somebody pay for the power, and the government should take the lead. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, VRA is the only strategic state-owned power utility providing and guaranteeing the energy security of the people of Ghana. And for that matter, its thermal assets must not be sold. The authority must be allowed to operate its thermal plant without the interference of government. Number 1, higher energy bills. The privatization of VRA's thermal assets and significant portion of the energy sector may lead to higher energy bills, as evident in the higher cost per kilowatt hour for the IPPs. I've said we sell at 41 pesos. They sell at what? The more IPP we have in the system, the more you should expect to pay for power. Western foreign exchange exposure. I also said they build their power in foreign currency, but VRA will sell our power in cities. I'm sure some of the challenges ECG is having is because of some of this foreign exchange exposure. Because they buy the power, by the time they go and sell and come back, the city has depreciated. They will not need more cities to pay for the same amount of The next thing that we want to look at, staff layoffs and retrenchments. There is a high possibility of staff retrenchment, layoff, redundancy if this policy is implemented. If this happens, it will add to the already high level of unemployment in the country. There is also the possibility of IPPs not taking on some of the social responsibility that VRA provides in terms of health facilities and schools within the VRA operational areas. Power disconnection of strategic state institutions. Private energy companies also often impose prepayment meters or other strict payment terms on distribution companies and consumers. The IPPs may suspend power supply if distribution companies and consumers fail to fulfill their payment obligation on time, or when operations are no longer profitable. If this is not well managed, it could lead to automatic disconnection of strategic institutions, and families that cannot afford to pay for their electricity.
All right, so that is the VRA, the senior staff there with those demands there. I'm going to take a very quick break. When I return, I have the senior staff right here in the studio with me so we can understand them a bit more and know the effects that some of these actions, either by them or government, will have on you and I. This is The Pulse. Please stay with me.